Mom realizes her daughter just decapitated somebody. Dr. Insanity, everybody lock in, say what's up to YouTube. Of course she decapitated somebody. Who wears shoes without socks? Of course she's a killer. No normal human walks around Earth with no socks on and wears shoes. You know it smells too. You know her.
How's my house a crime scene?
There's a deceased person in your garage. That's why it's a crime scene.
There's a body in there?
Yes. Stand up for me.
Kiara is a deranged teenage killer. She just brutally killed her ex-girlfriend with a 3-foot-long sword. The body lies in her mother's home just feet away. But this discovery of a body would be just the start. The investigation that followed would reveal a vile teenage couple whose actions left officers, family members, and detectives in utter shock as their horrifying crimes slowly began coming to light.
I don't have all the information right now.
You see like slashed on her knee.
She's missing a ear.
And then there's a big ass sword, and then there's blood stains all over the bed.
I walked into the garage. She goes, "Oh, I just did it."
Let's walk this way.
What the
How do you go to sleep after doing that? Like, you saw her bed was next to the knife. Like, how do you go to bed like that?
The day begins when 911 dispatch receives a call from a distressed mother. She claims that her son, 22-year-old Isaac, has just witnessed his girlfriend, Kiara, decapitate a woman inside her own home. The call is unclear, and officers don't know whether the suspect is still on the scene or if they're planning to take more innocent lives. Within minutes, 5 officers arrive at the scene, prepared for the worst.
Someone on the backside, on the alley. Somewhere down here, 5941.
Huh?
People walked in.
Who? Kick it in.
Let's put on the door.
Kick the door. I got you, Robert.
Police department, let me see your hands.
Nah.
Back up.
Back up.
What's going on?
Who called?
What?
So someone was getting killed in here.
We're being told that the girlfriend's in the garage. That's where she
Where's the garage?
apparently killed the other 41.
Officers get intel that the body is inside the home's garage.
Wait, who called who, though? Was it that guy that we saw before with the gauges?
Directly behind
Everybody on
them.
YouTube, join
One
Twitch, click
team
this
will
link.
clear the primary house, while the other prepares to make entry into the garage. Without any detailed information, the officers have to proceed with extreme caution.
Police department. Think it goes around, maybe? Think it goes around.
Yo, it should be illegal to live like this. Hold on, wait. This should be illegal to live just like this. They're hoarders. They need to be arrested for how much junk they have inside their house. Not only inside their house. Did you see the backyard? They had like 7 bikes and there's 2 people that live in that house.
How do people live like this?
While the officers in the house find nothing of interest, the same can't be said for the team entering the garage.
Who's in this garage?
My fucking door!
Someone just called that someone just got... Step over here. Step over here. Someone just got stabbed inside that garage.
That here?
She's eating and talking to me. Look at this. What is this? They got a self-made door. Bro, this... Who lives like this? Who's living like this, bro? Tell me which one of you guys live like this. You should be arrested immediately. Love your videos. Thank you, Banana. Everybody on YouTube, join Twitch, join Twitch, join Twitch.
Yeah, we got one down, Santa Fe. What? Go back inside. Go back inside. I'm not gonna tell you again. Go back inside.
Detain him, detain him.
What are you talking about?
Santa Fe police, anyone inside?
Watch that. Yeah, yeah.
Got one down.
I can't clear. He's right here by the door.
Is there somebody in there?
Open that back door. The garage. Can you open the garage from that side?
No, it's broken. It's been broken for 10 years.
Inside the garage, officers find 21-year-old Grace Jennings dead. She has a deep laceration across her neck and several slashes across her body. Tara McCauley appears completely clueless about what's happening. However, the same can't be said for her daughter Kiara. While officers continue searching the garage, body cam footage captures 19-year-old Kiara frantically explaining to her mother what happened.
Bro, hold on. I need a snack for this shit. Hold on, I need a snack.
We have Isaac on the phone. Want to know if you guys need him? I guess he's the boyfriend.
I invited her last night without him telling me.
Where's he
I
at?
got really pissed off, of course. But why would she be here if he invited her last night?
Let me.
So
I was angry.
she stayed the night
Yeah.
in my house?
Yeah, and I'm pissed about it.
Grace is not allowed here. She knows that.
These are lies. These are lies, bro.
Who's Isaac's girlfriend?
She is.
You're Isaac's girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. What are you to Isaac?
Well, I'm kind of mother-in-law to be.
This is your daughter?
Yes, this is my daughter.
Step out with me real quick. What's your name?
Kiara.
Grace Jennings is the ex-girlfriend of Kiara. After a violent breakup years prior, she was banned from the property permanently. According to Kiara, her current boyfriend, 22-year-old Isaac, had invited Grace to sleep over the previous night, all without Kiara's permission.
What? Wait. Okay. These two are dating, and he invited Grace to come over and sleep with him? Is that right? Is that right? Play it back. Pay it black.
Year-old Isaac had invited Grace to sleep over the previous night, all without Kiara's permission. She claims this pissed her off, revealing a small glimpse as to what happened on this twisted Thursday morning.
Do me a favor.
This is his girlfriend.
Crown for me quick.
Oh, can I get some shoes on or something?
Not right now.
We detain at this point, okay?
Did you guys have a fight or something?
Is there anybody else?
Can she sit down so I can put her shoes on her feet?
Who else? Is there a female that lives in here?
Her and Isaac.
Negative, sir.
Sorry. Negative.
Oh. And Isaac went for a walk?
Yeah. So he was going for a walk. Shower. But they were gonna go on a walk.
Isaac, in fact, did not go for a walk. Instead, he frantically ran to a friend's workplace after finding Grace's decapitated body, with Kiara reportedly giggling beside it.
Nah. No, bro, this can't be real. Giggling beside her dead body with the head clean off. Like Swiss cheese and tea.
Clearly, something is very wrong. Worst of all, Kiara's mother, Tara, hasn't even realized there's a dead body in the garage, or that her own daughter is responsible.
I have cats. I have to. They can't
Unfortunately,
get out
ma'am,
of
but
the
this is an active investigation, okay?
house.
So
Can I
nobody's going
block
back
the
in the
door
house.
somehow?
No, this is a crime scene at this point.
That was my house, a fucking crime scene.
There's a deceased
There's a
person
dead
in your
body in the
garage.
garage.
That's why it's a crime
There's a
scene.
body in there?
Yes.
Dead body in
Stand
the
up for me. Let's walk this way.
What the fuck?
Gonna come in with me now?
No, bro.
As officers clear the home and
Look at these tattoos. Hold on. Look at these.
What the fuck?
Who did this? No. Whoever did these tattoos needs to be fired and arrested immediately. Take their tattoo license away. There's no.
Come in with me now?
As officers clear the home and detain Kiara, it seems the chaos has finally settled. Or so they think. Because just seconds later, Grace's mother arrives on the scene, completely unaware of what has just happened to her daughter.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Rodriguez.
So we still have an active investigation here. I don't have a lot of the details.
Is she okay?
Who?
Grace! Is she breathing? Living? Is she okay?
I'm not sure of that.
Oh no. I don't wish this on any mother with a good child, bro. I don't wish this on any. If you're a good kid or a good child and your parents go through, oh man, I feel so bad, bro.
I have all the information right now.
We're trying to gather all the information, ma'am. So, like the Sarge said, if you could go back with us to the police department, and then we can give you a little bit more information from there.
Who's Gray? Do you have an idea of Gray, or do you have a photo of Gray or anything?
Grace.
Of Grace?
Grace, I'm sorry.
Officers continue to comfort Grace's mother. They refrain from revealing Grace was deceased, something they'd have to explain later on. Across town, another team of officers begins searching for Kiara's boyfriend, Isaac, the only witness to the murder and a key figure in solving the case. During the 911 call, Isaac's mother told dispatch where he was, a tech store close to Kiara's house. Using that information, officers quickly tracked him down.
Alright, stay right here. Let me look around real quick.
For now, officers assume Isaac is simply an innocent bystander to Kiara's brutality. However, this will soon change.
Yeah, there he is. He's coming out. Is that Isaac? Did you call us, bro? Here, come over here. You're good. Come here. You don't have any knives, any weapons on you? No. No? Okay. Just put it down for now. Just put it down. You're not in trouble, bro. Gotta make sure you don't have any weapons, okay? Here, put your hands up right here. For now, bro, just because it looks like your girlfriend or whoever's in there is really injured. So for now, we're gonna put you under detention, okay, until we can figure this out. You're not under arrest. And who's in the garage? Who lives with you in the garage? Your girlfriend? Kiara McCulley.
Okay. So can you tell me, how did this
McCulley? That sounds like a killer. McCulley? McCulley? That's a killer. That's a killer name. That is a McCulley? That's a killer, bro. That's crazy shit. Yo, Ben, what's going on, Ben? Everybody on YouTube, join the Twitch. We are watching a murder mystery.
She goes, oh, I just did it.
And who was this?
Kiara McCulley.
She told you that?
Very calmly and everything. Blood on her hands and...
Okay.
Officers have no reason to suspect Isaac of the murder. He remains cordial and provides them with a chilling account of Kiara's behavior after the murder. But his demeanor starts to take a drastic turn as he's placed in the back of a patrol vehicle.
What was your name?
Isaac Apodaca.
Isaac Apodaca.
Do you need to get checked out by meds, man?
No.
No? Okay.
You want the air or anything? Are you hot, cold?
Got this. We'll roll down the window. We'll give you a minute, all right?
No.
I was already planning on leaving today too. I have all my stuff packed up.
No. He's guilty! Oh, he did something. Why is he running away? Where was he gonna run to? Why do you, wait. Why did he stop at a gas station first? Not only that, he has half a beard, and you know for a fact the clothes that he's in right now are hot, it's damp. Oh, no.
And I wanted to go to my mom and dad's because I'm not in a good mental space.
To the untrained eye, Isaac's emotions might seem like shock from what he just witnessed. This is simply not the case, because Isaac was far more involved in the murder than he's letting on, and he knows it's only a matter of time before investigators start to catch on. Police end their conversation with Isaac, and both he and Kiara are transported to the Santa Fe County Police Station. With both suspects being successfully detained, detectives will begin their process of individually interrogating Isaac and Kiara. One detective will conduct both.
Guys, when you're in this situation, lawyer, bro. Get yourself a lawyer immediately. Don't talk. Don't talk about nothing. Call a lawyer. Yo, my stomach is burning. Ow! Shout out to these. These are so fucking good.
interrogations, yet they'd turn out completely different from one another. Kiara's especially takes a dark turn as she delivers answers with a chilling truthfulness. What follows is not simply an interrogation, but one of the most disturbing conversations we've ever covered.
Have you ever thought about hurting her or killing her?
I've had a couple dreams like that.
And how would you kill her?
Depending on the dream.
So there's several dreams.
Yes.
But before the interrogations begin, the detective in charge will go to the crime scene looking to gather information from the primary officers. The detective assigned to this case is Javier Vigil of the Santa Fe Police Department. Javier is an experienced detective who, as of 2025, has been promoted to SWAT commander for SFPD. His objective at the scene is clear: to gather as much information as possible, as quickly as possible. He's focused on identifying the primary suspects and determining any potential motives. Every detail will be critical in shaping the narrative he'll use during interrogation, and ultimately, in securing a confession. What he doesn't realize yet is that his investigation will prove far more revealing than anyone anticipated.
You got here first?
I got here first, but we all kind of walked in at the same time.
I come here, and from here, you have a straight shot. So I see her, blonde girl, black t-shirt, run inside. So I call contact, I close the door, open it, no one's answering, so we break the door down, and they're like, oh shit.
The suspect's boyfriend is the one that called it.
No, it's a 41 that called it in.
A third party, 1041 called in.
The guy's mom.
And mom's like, I have no idea what happened. This one's acting a little like weird, not saying anything. So we find the container, cool. They go inside the garage and find the body.
You see like slashed on her knee.
She's missing a ear.
Okay.
And then there's a big ass sword right as you walk into to the right on the dresser in it, and then there's blood stains all over the bed.
Okay. Did we knock at the next door neighbors, see if anyone heard anything? Let's cross that off the list, so that's done. See if we get anyone that heard anything, and then we can take everyone back. We'll knock out our interviews, get our paper, come do our search, and then we can let go of the scene.
Detective Vigil and his team go on to get further information from neighbors. This, alongside the primary officer's account, gives him a solid report to go off of. Kiara, Isaac, and the victim, Grace, had all individually dated each other at different periods.
What? What type of poly fucking shit is this? They all dated each other, and now there was only 2 left. This is weird.
Grace and Kiara had a toxic relationship and quickly turned into enemies after their breakup. Isaac had also previously dated Grace but had a dramatic breakup after just days of being together. Isaac was 20 and Grace was just 16 during their relationship. During Isaac's ride to the station, he explained to officers that he had invited Grace to Kiara's house because she had no place to stay for the night. Lastly, Vigil was informed that just a day earlier, Isaac had been charged with domestic battery against Kiara. The specifics were unclear, but these suspicious details would leave Vigil on high alert going into his interrogations. But before we continue, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you realize just how much people are forced, and sometimes those high-interest loans, that mountain of credit card debt. Let's get back to the investigation. Back at the station, Vigil begins his day with Isaac. This is no accident. By questioning him first, the detective hopes to build a foundation of incriminating details, ammunition for the real confrontation still to come.
I have no reason to believe you to be a suspect right now or anything like that. We're gonna take the handcuffs off. Is that okay with you? Yes. Okay. Well, just because everything is kind of new and developing, and like I said, we don't really know fully what's going on, I do want to advise you of your constitutional rights before we talk at all. So.
Detective Vigil wastes no time in assuring Isaac he's not a suspect. But that statement is a calculated lie. As we know, Isaac had been charged with domestic battery against Kiara, a violent pattern that Vigil was already aware of. Combined with earlier details, they had every reason to view him as a suspect. Still, their strategy was clear. Avoid confrontation, keep Isaac at ease, and let him talk.
So the only thing I ask is for truthfulness. I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm going to be truthful with you. I just ask that you do the same to me in return, okay? Just tell me the truth and tell me everything that happened, all right? Okay. Because it's Lonnie McCauley's house, does she live there or does she live somewhere else?
She lives there.
Okay.
In the main house.
And when you say the main house, what do you mean by that?
The main house, There's a garage in the backyard that's separated from the main house. It would be...
If I gave you a paper and a pen, draw it out for me, kind of show me where Jaguar Drive is, show me where the house is.
The house sits in a quiet neighborhood on Jaguar Drive. Kiara and Isaac live in a makeshift room in the home's outdoor garage, while Kiara's mother stays in the main house. After mapping out the layout and where everything happened, the conversation shifts to the murder itself. This is when Isaac describes the chilling moment he found Grace's lifeless body in the garage.
How long have you been living in the garage?
A year and a half.
Okay, let's bring ourselves to today. And I want you to kind of tell me, in your own memory, what happened from that time all the way to getting here to this interview.
This is
So
peanuts
from the
and
time
chocolate.
it began would be yesterday. We were all hanging out. Nighttime came around. We started falling asleep. Kelly did not fall asleep. I was talking to Grace, who was in the garage as well. I said, we have to go. She's telling us we need to leave. And I left the main house to go use the restroom for the last time.
We're watching a murder mystery.
And then I walked it back into the garage. She walks up to me and goes, I did it. With a smile on her face, and I looked at the ground and I was like, so I called my mom immediately to let her know that something happened. My mom proceeded to call 911. Really scared because I've witnessed, sorry,
it's okay.
I've witnessed my friend getting shot. So,
separately from this?
Yes, it was a while back. I was sitting in the back seat, guy walked up, blew his brains out, and landed on me. I have to testify in court, and anything like this gets me super traumatized, and it's a traumatic event.
I can imagine.
So when I went back in the garage, when I saw her in the ground, on the ground, I couldn't say anything because I was like, this is another one of my friends gone. I keep losing friends left and right. I'm scared right now.
After recounting this morning, Isaac would go on to explain why Grace was sleeping at that house. He does not include the fact that the two females were in an ongoing feud, instead pretending they were all cordial friends. Kiara would provide a polar opposite recount in her interrogation. But before Detective Vigil gets to her, he has one final question for Isaac.
How did you know that Kiara didn't want you guys there anymore?
She woke up from what she says she slept, but she was awake the whole time. And she turned over, told me, you guys need to get out. I don't want you guys here. It was really freaking me out, so I was trying to get out. I was in and out of the room, trying to contact my mom to pick me up, to get me out of there.
What time did you guys wake up at? What time did you wake up at?
I woke up at about 7:50.
At what time did Kiara tell you guys had to leave?
She told us we had to leave at about 8:30.
Okay. In between 8:30 and to the time your mom called 911, kind of what happened in there?
But when I packed my stuff, I went inside the house, which was a stupid mistake.
Okay, I think I see where they're gonna get him at. I think his timeline is gonna be fucked up. I think that's where they're gonna get him. His timeline, I think they're too close together. 7:50, they woke up. 8:50, she told him to get out. But he was already in a different location by the time they found him.
Mistake for me to go in the house, use the bathroom, and then come back and see what I saw.
After you peed, you went immediately back to the garage?
Yes.
So around what time would you say that was at?
11:47.
No, I think we got the call a little after 1:30.
Yes.
Kind of an hour and a half gap there. Was there a long period of time that you and Kiara were trying to figure out what was going to happen?
There was a long period of time. It was when I was standing on the side of the garage.
Tell me about that.
I was hyperventilating, and I made the call to my mom. My mom made the call. I know I should have been the one to call, I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Just take some deep breaths.
He was in on it. He was in on it. Yeah, he's in on it. Bro was in on it, chat.
I need a little break if that's okay with you. I'll use the restroom real quick. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright. Hey, thanks for your time, Isaac. We'll be back in a bit.
Throughout his interview, Isaac worked hard to portray himself as a victim, bringing up his past, the friends he's lost, and how deeply this event has traumatized him. He likely believes he's convincing, that he's playing the role well, but what Isaac doesn't realize is how quickly things are about to turn against him. By the time officers come into Kiara's interrogation room to begin the interview, she's already been left alone for more than 3 hours. Plenty of time to think. In that silence, she began forming a plan, not to deny the murder outright, but to find a way to minimize her responsibility. Kiara knows there's no escaping the fact that a murder took place. The body has been found, and all evidence points directly to her. But she's not planning to walk out innocent. She's planning to walk out with a story. If she can act as though she's mentally unstable, there's a chance she'll be deemed not guilty by reason of insanity.
What? If you become mentally insane, you should just be locked up. You're mentally insane and you're walking around. Bro, lock you up forever.
This, in her eyes, is a much less severe outcome, which will get her back to the real world in no time. This is a common misconception. Legal insanity isn't about acting strange after arrest. It's about your mental state at the moment of the crime. Detectives record everything, and criminal psychologists are trained to spot rehearsed behavior and malingering. Even if a judge believes you are genuinely insane, you don't go home. You go to a locked forensic hospital with no fixed release date. If you aren't genuinely crippled by mental illness, the constant observation, enforced medication, and clinical evaluations become their own punishment. Kiara doesn't realize this, so she'll begin the interrogation with confidence that she can outsmart the system.
Well, any idea why you're here today?
I believe it's because somebody was found dead in my room.
Where's your room at?
In the garage.
Garage?
Yes. I was trying to make sure this wasn't a freaking dream again. It's weird.
You believe someone was found dead in your room. Do you have any idea who that might be?
No! Everybody's joining from YouTube on Twitch! What's going on?
I'm really tired, but
This crazy bitch just
last
killed somebody.
night, Isaac invited my ex-girlfriend, Grace Jennings, who now is going by Yamko. I don't know anymore. I always knew her as Grace, or Rose.
Kiara takes no time to begin her act, alluding that she's had dreams of murder in the past. Unfortunately for her, Detective Vigil won't pick up on this, so she'll soon make another try.
I was trying to sleep, but if you were blocking memories for me again, God damn it. Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
My best guess is that I have DID, but I'm not 100% certain.
What's DID?
Dissociative identity disorder. I haven't had to actually.
Why do people self-diagnose themselves? You don't know. You're not no fucking doctor. You's a dummy. I'm gonna self-diagnose myself. Okay, bring out your report card. I better see all A+ on that shit. Talking about some I self-diagnosed. You should self-diagnose yourself of being a crazy lunatic hoe.
Diagnosed, but that's my best guess from my research.
DID is a rare but serious mental illness affecting roughly 200,000 US citizens. Kiara is not a part of that 200,000, as her DID is completely self-diagnosed. Records show she had never visited a medical facility to treat this supposed illness, nor does her family recall her ever discussing it. She'll go on to explain her symptoms, which only further prove her theatrics to the detective.
There are different personalities that come out.
Do you have names for them?
Some of them, yeah.
What are their names?
There's Abby, and then there's, we call her Jinx because she hates people saying her real name.
Jinx.
If you say her real name, she's mad. Then there's one personality that I haven't seen in a long time. Like, I haven't communicated with her. Her name was Jess.
She's lying about all this shit. She's lying. Chat, I'm gonna tell you right now, when people are lying, when they start doing that shit. That whole shit she just did. She's trying to think of a name right now. Chat, I be letting Loki though. I be letting motherfuckers play me in my face. Taking me as a dummy. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'm gonna sit back, eat my popcorn. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Start lying. Start lying, bro. Start lying.
Any other personalities?
There's the little version of me, which actually responds to my biological name.
She responds to Kiara?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean by that little version?
It's like a little kid before bad shit started happening.
We reached out to a California-based psychiatric doctor to get his opinions on Kiara's illness. He explained that Kiara showed no evident changes in voice or personality switching during the interview, something that is extremely common with DID patients. Additionally, the descriptions of her different personalities were superficial and lacking in detail, mostly limited to generic labels rather than the rich and textured indistinctions that real DID patients involuntarily manifest. It makes sense why a professional would later deem her mentally fit to stand trial.
What kind of bad stuff happened?
I've had a bad relationship with my mom. Reason why I never wanted to see Grace, but I pissed me off by bringing her to my house. Is she alive or dead?
Grace?
Yeah.
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be dead, but I'm also, like, confused. I'm
Why would you hope that she's dead?
I'm still angry at her, but I also won't have hope that she'd be better, but it's like this frustrating emotion that I can't seem to pinpoint.
Tell me about last night. What did you do last night?
So, Isaac tells me that Grace is coming over.
Okay.
Without asking me if it's okay. Is it okay if she comes over? It's like, she's coming over. They start talking about phones and Marvel and stuff that I don't really understand as much. I started feeling frustrated because she wasn't listening to me at all.
So she stayed in the garage?
Yeah.
And you slept in the garage, and so did Isaac.
While she and Isaac were sleeping, I was just staring at the ceiling and trying to find a comfortable spot where I could actually fall asleep.
Yeah.
I woke up and sat up around 9 or 10. Woke Isaac up. Next thing I remember is going to go take a shower.
You remember
There's
anything
a
else?
chunk missing. I don't understand. I'm confused.
So you have a whole chunk of memory missing?
Chat. What do y'all think should happen to this girl right here? Somebody like this? This is sick. This is sick shit, bro. You know what I think we should do? Yo, Hassan! If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But you remember the whole night?
Liver damage? Oh, you want
I remember
alcoholic
most
fuck.
It's like a little foggy because I'm like obviously exhausted.
Oh my god.
Kiara's conveniently timed memory lapse during the hours of Grace's murder strongly suggests she's the one responsible. It almost feels deliberate, as if she's subtly acknowledging her guilt while using the moment to reinforce the idea of her mental instability. She won't come right out and confess, but she'll make it obvious it was her, as long as her supposed illness is in the same sentence. Detective Vigil knows this is nonsense, but instead of challenging her, he leans into it, encouraging her to elaborate and reveal even more inconsistencies. Unaware of this strategy, Kiara walks right into his trap.
Tell me about these other personalities. What's Abby like?
She's very protective. She takes control when I'm in a very dangerous situation and just says, okay, I'm here now. I am going to face this for you. Jinx is a troublemaker. Doesn't like people.
So how does it work?
So imagine you're in a house And there's this big TV with the PS4 or Xbox or whatever. So whoever's playing the game is in charge. Sometimes you can peek over and kind of see what's going on. Sometimes this personality decides, oh, I'm gonna go to this room that can't see the TV. Sometimes it feels like it's getting shut.
While dissociative episodes are sometimes described using imagery of rooms or houses, her explanation sounds more like something taken from a movie than the words of but sticks to his plan. Experiencing psychological distress. Detective Visual recognizes this, but sticks to his plan, keeping her talking, gradually letting Kiara back herself into a corner.
So who was playing the game last night?
Oh, I felt like I was in control for a little while, and then it just kept getting really foggy, like I was being thrown in a wall. God damn, words.
You in control, meaning Froggy, right? That's what we're talking to now,
yes.
Froggy. Okay. But before that, you remember everything?
More or less, I'm just like, I felt a lot of anger. More so than
towards Grace.
Jinx has ever had, or Abby's ever had. And I don't remember Jess being like that. But she was also the one who was out more when she was with Grace.
Kiara says her personality, Jess, had been out while with Grace. However, just minutes ago, she stated she hadn't seen Jess come out in years.
Then there's one personality that I haven't seen in a long time. Her name was Jess.
Unfortunately for Kiara, in the interrogation room, you can only lie for so long before things start to crumble.
You said something interesting earlier. You said, you asked about Grace. You asked if she was okay, and you said that part of you would be okay if she was dead, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about hurting her or killing her?
I've had a couple dreams like that.
You had a couple dreams like that?
Yeah.
How'd those dreams go?
They were mostly right after.
Be honest with me, chat. Have y'all ever had dreams about killing? Be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. Never, not once have I ever had those types of dreams. Never in my fucking life. I never had those dreams, bro. Never. Zombies? Bro, I've had zombie dreams. I've never seen the zombies, though. I guess I'm pure. I must be like, I must be pure as shit. Because I remember hiding from zombies in my dream. But I never saw a zombie. I just knew I had to hide from them. Dead ass, bro. Heck nah. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? You have dreams about killing? Yeah. Lock you up forever. Rest of your life, get locked up in jail.
Sometimes I would kill her, sometimes I would kill her, sometimes it was just me screaming at her.
And how would you kill her?
Depending on the dream.
So there's several dreams.
Yes.
How many?
I've had like a bunch of murder dreams, if you could call them.
She needs to fucking repent. That's what she needs to fucking do. She's a sinner. This is a fucking demon. This is a fucking demon, guys.
So there's an organization that Isaac is in charge of. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a cop. Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense and deadly.
These dumb fucks think they're Avengers? You're not the Avengers! Nobody's calling for you! Stop knocking off with this shit already! Knock it off! You're built like a bag of milk! Trying to stop crime?
Kiara's explanation of her disturbing dreams shine light on a core variable in her and Isaac's crimes, their idolization of violence. We've had to cut the next small portion of the interrogation out because Kiara discusses detailed dreams so grim they unfortunately wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. This chilling theme can be seen across Kiara's various social media profiles, all of which are still public to this day. Her constant posts showcase a fascination for horror. Even just a day before Grace's murder, Kiara would post.
How many of y'all like horror movies? I hate horror movies. I'm not gonna lie. If you enjoy watching horror movies, you should go to jail. I'm gonna stand on that statement.
Several demonic videos to her TikTok. These dark fascinations are things most teenagers outgrow, but for Kiara, they became reality. She speaks of an underground group called Ghost, offering few details beyond its obsession with deadly violence. Whether she mentions it to support her insanity claim or to impress the detective is unclear, but the information is useful to the police. Detective Vigil presses further, hoping to draw out anything she's willing to give.
I get rid of people who are words in charge of trafficking, in charge of anything that has to deal with hurting kids. He kept trying to tell me, just do it and you're gonna just kill her. Then you'll get ranked up.
Yes.
He had me join. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I kept hesitating. It's like,
what's that thing there?
It's honestly, I'm very confused because he hasn't told me jack shit. He just gave this to me. It's like, you're a part of it. I'm like, okay.
Sounds like an initiation tattoo kind of.
Yeah.
Some ghost, an underground society of people that are kind of their own version of cops.
Wait, so they stop sex traffickers? Maybe he's not that bad. Maybe he's not that bad. If he made an underground, he's trying to stop sex traffickers? I don't believe that shit though. I think he wants to help them.
They kind of kill bad people. And this is kind of me trying to piece together kind of like what you're saying, like the messages I saw too.
What's going on, Slurpee? Everybody on YouTube, join Twitch! Everybody on YouTube, join Twitch! We're solving a murder right now!
I had my dagger in my hand, and I kept going, and then just stopped. Like, I felt a little kid's hand hold me back. Like it was Kiara telling me, don't.
The moment Detective Vigil gives Kiara the opportunity to blame Isaac for the murder, she takes it, bringing up details about Isaac's underground organization as well as his repeated pressure for her to kill Grace. And while Kiara has been caught in a web of lies up until this point, her remarks about Isaac would turn out to be nearly completely honest. Detective Vigil...
He said end Grace and I'll rank you up? What happened to stopping sex traffickers? What the? No! Isaac! Isaac was trying to be Iron Man. Turns out bro's Voldemort. He's trying to sacrifice people?
Has achieved everything he could have wanted from this interrogation, so he decides to end things, leaving Kiara to spend the night in jail. His focus now is on Isaac, and trying to hone in on how implicated he actually was in this murder. So before returning from his break, Vigil and his partner would devise a plan. Police confiscated his phone while being detained earlier that day. Traditionally, to gain access to the phone involves a multi-month process involving warrants and various subpoenas. However, if they can get Isaac to sign a consent form, they can gain access to his phone immediately and observe his reaction in real time as they read his messages. With this plan in mind, Detective Vigil, along with his partner, would return back to Isaac's interrogation room.
Hey Isaac, so I have your cell phone. Our cell phones are
what's going on, Aura?
Pretty much all our personal
Everybody on YouTube, join Twitch. Everybody's joining Twitch right now. Everybody on YouTube, join Twitch.
If this is still an active investigation, there is reason to believe that there is potentially evidence on your phone. So one way or another, we are going to have to look at the data on the phone. And it's just a fancy form and a fancy way of saying that you're giving us permission to extract the data from your phone and only look at things pertaining to this case. Yeah, sign right there, please. And the phone password?
There's no password.
No password.
It's just a quick swipe up and that's it.
Okay.
The plan works surprisingly well. Isaac seems to be completely oblivious of what he just signed. Ironically, this very signature will most likely seal his fate in court, exposing countless deeply disturbing messages with Kiara.
Okay, messages. Did you have any messages between you and Grace?
Spoke on Instagram.
Instagram, okay. Okay, so this is kind of when everything started. Hey, I got kicked out, and she's telling everyone to leave her
Yo,
house.
W, follow my
mom's place. First of all, who? Second, my mom can only come get me at 3:30. Why is she kicking you out, and does she know I'm here?
Yo, W, follow!
I thought
Everybody's joining from YouTube and Twitch. Thank y'all. What's going on? Right now, this guy trying to be an Avenger, and he just
Grace
got somebody
actually
killed.
thought she was being snuck into the home without Kiara knowing. Clearly, the two were planning something that Grace was unaware of. Isaac completely freezes as his lies finally begin to catch up to him. You'll notice Isaac go into this panic state often in the next 25 minutes because this is the first of many more blatant lies detectives would find.
So how come she doesn't know she's there?
I was very confused and I told her.
She's kicking me out because you're here and she knows it. Did she not know she was there? Because that's what it looks like.
She knew she was there.
Then why is it looking like in these messages?
She knew she was there and acting like she didn't know where she was. And that was the part that threw me off. It was like, she's kicking us out. Why is she kicking you out? And how does she know I'm here? I'm like, we discussed this.
Okay. Where are your messages with Kiara?
They're gonna be in Messenger.
Oh, okay. She says she is leaving at 3:30. What would you like me to do? Stab her? I don't know. I don't have the energy to do shit. I am fake getting thrown out. You're getting fake thrown out.
Yes, that's usually how it happens. I get told to leave,
Mm-hmm.
and 5 days later, she asks me to come back.
Uh-huh. Unless I ask your mom to give me a ride to Target and you do what is needed. What do you mean you do what is needed?
I have no clue from this on. From beyond here, I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on? But these are messages from you?
I do have another cell phone. Didn't tell you guys about, but it's still over there at the house.
So you didn't send these messages? Or you did?
On this, from down on, no.
What? Yo, how many of y'all have used that before? Nah, my brother had my phone. How many of y'all have used that one before? Nah, my brother was on my phone. That wasn't me texting. Be honest, bro. Be honest, chat. How many of y'all have used that one? You tried shooting your shot with your girl, and you said she denied you, and you were like, nah, my brother had my phone. I didn't mean that shit. My little brother had it.
Everything Isaac is saying is a terribly orchestrated act. Moments of clear incrimination like this are often considered the critical moments of an interrogation. It's the point in which every decision the detective makes can be the difference between a complete confession or a failed session with the suspect. Isaac's nervous behavior indicates he knows things are slipping out of control, so Detective Vigil makes the smart decision to give up the nice cop act and start pressing for answers.
Isaac, this is getting really weird, man.
I have a second phone.
You have a second phone?
Yes.
Where is that phone?
That's at the house.
Okay.
It is logged into the same Facebook account.
I don't know, man. These messages look a lot like there's some conspiring going on, some planning going on.
From that point where I was telling you from...
Even before then, it sounds like you guys are planning something. You're fake getting thrown out and what?
I say fake getting thrown out, like I said, was...
Do you want to start over? Because I'm really confused with everything that's going on. Like, you're telling me you have 2 phones now and those other messages aren't you, and it's what you're telling me, your statement isn't lining up with these messages.
The first thing I would have said, I would have looked bro straight in his dumb ass, big ass, bold ass head, bro. I would look straight in, I was like, oh yeah, what about the ghosts? What about them? Who's the ghost gang, bro? He gonna look at me shocked. Ghost gang? How'd you know about that? Been an informant the whole time. I was a part of the ghost gang. You're locked up and going to jail right now. And he'll be like this. No, it was me. I have pictures of my butthole. Don't look.
Isaac's demeanor has shifted drastically from just minutes prior.
Bro, with the $5 dono, I appreciate it. Everybody on YouTube, join Twitch.
Now, I told you at the beginning
we
of
are
this
solving
talk
a
that
murder.
we need to be truthful with this, right?
I am being truthful. I do have a secondary phone. And I'm telling you, the messages They're not me. They're from Kiara to
Kiara?
using my Facebook from me to Kiara, but I can't quite explain how it looks.
Kiara to Kiara?
Yes.
Why would she do that?
She's told me that she's wanting to ruin my life.
Dagger because it's blunt? What does that mean?
She asked me a question in the room, like, what is the difference between the dagger and the sword?
Okay.
And I messaged dagger because it's...
Why is blunt better? She says you say it cuts like butter. She says just gonna stab the throat. Is that what she's trying to say?
The thought.
Just gonna stab the thought. Yes. Instant or will it take long?
W. Alex with that 1 penny. I appreciate that 1 penny, bro.
What does she mean? Instant. What do we do about the mess? We burn it in
Yo,
a line
W,
of
bro, with
blankets in
that
bed?
$10 dono. Everybody
What's
join
going on,
Twitch.
She said was gonna stab the thought. And I thought like, oh, like she was poking the thought that was in her head about her dagger.
Okay, what about the mess? What mess?
A poop kind of mess.
A poop kind of mess? Can you help this time? Yes. I am just waiting for you to make the first move. What does she mean I'm waiting?
Bro, they planned this shit. Chat, they planned killing this girl, bro. Bro, they deadass planned it, bro. Nah, this bitch lying on. Bro, he lying. He's lying straight out of that big ass head.
For you to make the first move. She will wait till sleep. Yeah. Shall we wait till sleep? Whoa. So you guys slept in a bed full of poop?
Yes.
Remember when you told me don't be a pussy when I kissed you? Yeah, brat. We will have to take care of the mess. I thought she already pooped herself. What mess are you guys taking care of?
I don't know.
I can't tell if she's falling asleep. It feels like it. Her feet are on my side. I wish you'd make the first move for once. Remember, you'll move up the ranks, plus you get perks in the black market since this is your...
Yo. I'm speechless. This is not Call of Duty. I'm speechless. He said if you take her, you're gonna move up in the ranks and you're gonna be able to buy things off the black market? Is bro El Chapo? No, he's not.
First. Your first what? Isaac, what the hell happened? I can see the messages. I'm not dumb.
Yo, brother made... What? Brotham meme god with the 100 bits. I appreciate you, my boy. Bring that toe over here. Let me lick it.
This isn't the first time I've done this. What is happening?
She was planning on killing Grace. I just didn't want a part of it.
It doesn't seem like you're trying to talk her out of it.
I was only sending a message back.
And your ass would be right. Your ass would be right. Damn, bro. He's got a beard that only goes around his neck. He's a killer. He is a killer. What dude do you know that is normal that has a beard only on his neck? No chin, nothing. Just on his neck. He's got a neck brace on.
In agreement, as I turned my back towards...
This isn't agreement. Remember, you'll move up in ranks, plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first. This sounds like you're encouraging her.
Right.
The messages are here, dude.
I know.
Yo, brother with the $100.
No.
Damien with the 1 bit. I appreciate y'all, my boys.
I knew it was going to happen.
You knew it was going to happen.
Kiara planned it out.
Kiara planned it out. When? How long had this been a plan for?
She had planned it out since 2020.
Kiara?
What the fuck?
Planned to kill Grace since 2020. And then last night, Grace messages you looking for a place to stay. And that's the opportunity for this?
I didn't see it as an opportunity.
Damn. Wait. Now I understand why my dad and my mom didn't let me go to sleepovers, bro. No wonder why my mom and dad didn't want me going to sleepovers. I'm glad I never got invited to a sleepover now. I'm glad I never got invited to a sleepover, bruh. Y'all are gonna kill me! That is sad. This girl goes homeless. And in your sick, twisted mind, you say, yeah, let's take her life now. What the fuck? You sick fuck. That's the moment you decide, yeah, this girl is homeless. Let's take her. Let's take her life now. I thought they was trying to be Superman. I thought they was trying to be the Avengers. I know he's crusty. Yo, brother man with the 100 bits. I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, my boy, brother man. Appreciate you with the 100 bits. I know he's crusty. I bet you any type of money, if you take out his underwear, in the middle of his underwear, you're just gonna see a brown streak and crumbs.
I saw it as an opportunity, more like, let's squash everything.
Then why are you saying you'll make it up the ranks plus your perks in the black market since this is your first? Because you're talking about killing her here, right? What else could this mean?
I was trying to talk about something else because I'm trying to get my mind off.
Isaac, really? You're trying to talk about something else there?
Yes. And I'm not.
How do I aim? How do I aim right? Just aim. Well, tell me what you're talking about there.
That's Call of Duty.
That's Call of Duty. Tell me when. Okay, I'll give a count. 6, 5, I can't yet, dude. 4, I'm shaking, dude. I know, I lose the nervous. Help me drive it through. Help me drive it through.
She was asking me to do...
To stab her.
Yes.
Help me drive the dagger through. Grace. Anger me. I'm going to pretend to sleep so it looks non-conspicuous. Tell me about all that.
Those are not my messages, because...
Help me, just do it. Be ready to grab her or a trash bag. She is your list. Don't tell me this isn't you messaging. I know this is you messaging. Be transparent and tell me what's going on here.
She had talked to me and said, so what now? And I was like, this is going to be your first way out if you just leave this alone.
You're edging her to do this. Come on, Isaac. Isaac.
First of all, he's 20, dating a 16-year-old, and then gets her killed. What the fuck kind of shit is
Look at all these messages, man. You're gonna sit here and tell me, you're gonna look me in the eye and you're gonna tell me that you were trying to talk her out of this? I can see right here you're telling her to do it. I wish you would just stop with all the, what I feel like is you trying to figure out lies every message we go through. And things will be a lot better for you moving on if you just come out and you cooperate and you tell us everything that happened. Tell us the truth. Tell us everything. It'll be better for you.
Would I be able to talk to you privately?
Yes. You want her to leave?
Yes.
All right, take it.
Isaac would request to have a private conversation with Detective Vigil, which he would oblige to. Based on police reports, Isaac would go on to admit to sending all the text messages and confess he wanted Grace dead all along, although remaining stern that he was not directly involved in the actual killing. Later that week, detectives would go on to interview both Kiara's mother as well as Isaac's. This killing came as a complete shock to everyone, who were completely unaware of the dark path their children had been going down. It sheds light on the importance of closely monitoring your children, as you never know what's going on in their lives, at least not fully. Both Kiara and Isaac were charged with first-degree murder.
Damn!
At first, it seemed as though Kiara's plan had worked, as a judge found her incompetent to stand trial and sent her to the New Mexico Behavioral Health Institute. However, a month later, she was deemed competent by professionals and returned back to the Santa Fe County Jail. In February 2025, Kiara pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and agreed to testify against Isaac. Prosecutors say the crime's brutality could still bring up to 30 years.
She's gonna be out at 50?
Isaac initially took a plea, then in November 2024 fired his lawyers, voided the deal, and pled not guilty. Now with a new legal team that needs to get up to speed, the start date for Isaac's trial has been pushed back once more. If found guilty, he'll likely be facing similar penalties as Kiara. They'll likely be behind bars until 2055.
Wow, bruh. This was crazy, sick video we just watched, bro.